Ladies and gentlemen, we have in this corner standing from Akron, Ohio, the undisputed, undefeated. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes. See a bad bitch. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes.
Let me stop. What is going on, Entertainment? So time come to y'all with another video. We talking Baddies USA, chapter 2, episode 2. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Now, the episode starts off with where we left off with the big three, which, by the way, this episode, Zeus, y'all ain't even give us the backstory of the beefs. Like, if the girlies are not paying attention to the bloggers on Instagram or watching content creators on like TikTok, Twitter, and of course YouTube, you're gonna be out of luck to know what the heck is going on. Like, you are going to be out of the loop, especially if you don't watch Now That's TV. Like, I'm talking about out of the entire loop. That's one thing I noticed. Like, the phase was just happening, left, right, and center. The phase was just going. So I'm like, Anyways, so it starts off with, we see Dolly running after Summer. She ends up hitting Summer or whatever, and Summer ends up clocking her with like her shoe, which, by the way, Dolly loved her good uppercut. Summer, you don't fought Dolly enough now to know how to get her. You know what I'm saying? Dolly gonna hit you with one of these. She get to doing, I call it digging. She get the, you dig it, like she start uppercutting the hell out of Summer. Summer just going like, and then she like, man, get her low, get my purse, get my shoe, or whatever. Dolly look really cute in that fit. Why are you fighting in that fit? Like, if y'all know y'all gonna be fighting, why you look so cute while you doing it? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, now you done messed up this cute ass outfit. Thank God she got pictures of it. Now, Summer ends up getting Dolly though with the gash. Like, she ends up getting her like a gash on her face by using like a heel. So to me, that's somewhat of a W, but Dolly still like got her or whatever, right? So the conversation to me was pointless. It never was gonna go anywhere, to be honest, because they're never gonna be friends. They don't talk about each other, family. Literally, Lex beat her down to a pulp. I feel like that's low-key unforgivable. And they don't talk to each other about each other's family on social media, just in person. Like, it's gone too far now. So that friendship is not going to be repaired. The big three is going to be no more. And to be honest, Dolly really didn't even have to fight Summer, because Summer is going to continue to talk crap online and in scene. So whooping her doesn't solve anything. It's like you just punching a beanbag at this point. Like, it's like nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be flat. You know what I'm saying? Now, Summer, according to Natalie, she said, oh, Summer's like always talking crap. I mean, she was talking about Journey's babysitter. Like, she didn't even do anything. I pay her real well. I'm like, wait a minute. Apparently, she said that Journey babysitter, that's why her babysitter got breast cancer. I said, what? I really hope, Summer, that you did not say that, because that's like next level evil. Like, y'all just be going too far with some of the stuff they'll be saying. Like, that's crazy. As if you yourself can't get that. You do know you're a woman, right? I really hope Summer did not say that. Now, she did address Natalie on Instagram, basically saying that she did not say the whole thing about the cancer situation. And she basically told Natalie, keep her name out her mouth, because she was raised in the mother in South, okay? Well, really in the D, not in the South, okay? Where it gets silly in some words, okay?
And Natalie, bitch, quit all that dick sucking. Baddy the blogger, bitch, because you still friends and got on that show that show, including, because you got like one more time, bitch, say it to my face, I dare you. I dare you, because you know I show too. And Natalie sucking Baddy the blogger.
I don't know if you whooping Natalie Summer. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Natalie got some weight on her now, but you know, It's worth a try, but I don't think you're gonna be able to accomplish that. Also, I don't think you're doing it alone either, because you're gonna get jumped if you touch Nat. Just saying, okay? But we need you to clarify that, though, Summer, because I don't care about nothing about no baddie gone blogger. Did you say what you said about the cancer? Okay? Because you know Natalie be lying sometimes, but still, anyways. So next we have the cabaret girl. Okay, so Nika's just like, yeah, I'm really excited because I'm the cabaret captain. So I'm gathering all the girls, me too, so that we can all gather and have a conversation. Which all I'm thinking is Jocelyn is probably sick watching this show, having Neek as calling herself the cabaret captain. I just know Jocelyn is somewhere like, that whole Neek gonna talk about she the cabaret captain. Bitch, you nothing but a hoe, okay? A drunk one too. You nothing but a captain of that convoy, the bottle hoe. Like, I just know she's feeling away, knowing that Neek is taking her show name, talking about how she's the captain and like she's in charge. Like, I just know that makes Jocelyn feel away. Like, I really want to hear her thoughts on the cabaret girls being on the show. So then they end up talking. Wet Wet's there, Egypt's there, Neek is there. They're talking about, apparently Wet Wet had a past beef with Egypt. That was news to me. And I keep up with the drama stuff back behind the scenes. So I was kind of shocked because I'm like, I didn't even know about that. So apparently they had drama, whatever, where Wet Wet was apparently ignoring Egypt or something to that effect. So then they started talking about Amber. Wet Wet's like, well, then Amber, if y'all don't know, they filmed a show called Deja Vu on Out at TV. They were getting into it on that show as well a few times. Amber just kept fighting Wet Wet. She was tearing up Wet Wet. Wet Wet twerked in front of her. She tore her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was just whooping on her like a push cushion. You know what I'm saying? So Amber walks in like, Amber. And then she just started boop, 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 boop. She started whooping on Wet Wet. Here's the thing. When Amber is doing the Wet Wet, I do feel like it's a little bit of bullying. She's not a fighter like that. And, it's an easy W. Let's be real. And on that Deja Vu show on Out at TV, she was low-key avoiding fighting Ivory because she was injured, but was so quick to fight Wet Wet. That's the stuff that irritates me about Amber, because it's like, you low-key trying to keep this season 3 cabaret beef going, and we're not interested. We're not. The cabaret's over. You get what I'm saying? At least on Zeus. We're not interested. Like, no. Okay? And then she keeps talking about how Wet Wet dressed and all. And I'm like, when did you give us fabulous fashion moments? Now, you gave us a good 1-2-1-2 with your dance moves. Rhythm Nation, we are the Rhythm Nation. You know what I'm saying? You gave us a good 1-2-1-2. When it comes to the fashions, Amber, where are they? Because you keep talking about Wet Wet is dressing all crack huttish and her ankles and her ankles and all that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're no stunning queen yourself, Bukabot, when it comes to the dresses and the fashions. So please, okay? They be trying to humiliate Wet Wet and look down on her. And that be bothering me, because it's like a lot of y'all are not too far off for where she's at in her life. So they end up showing Wet Wet with her ankles out, whatever. She's like, I don't care, because I'm still that. That's what y'all don't understand. Yeah, because I'm wet. She ends up split her legs open, her heels hanging to the side. Now, I will say, look at her ankles. That was funny, because her heels were leaning off to the side. Okay? Next thing you know, Wet Wet takes her pants down and flicks her. We're going to call Wet Wet Guitar Hero. Okay, at this point, we're going to rename you to Guitar Hero, because ain't no way you just took your pants off and did that. Like, what in the entire world would make you, like, think of doing something like that? You giving us a Guitar Hero type of moment.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
It was just so random out of nowhere. And I'm like, this girl really just sat there and just flicked her. Like, literally. I can't even say the word, y'all. She flicked it. Okay? Like, what was the reason behind that? Right? So then we end up seeing Kokilla and Fauna. And they end up meeting with Karikin. Is it me, or do y'all peep? Kokilla's kind of like over it. Like, I don't know if she's over Baddies or just filming. But it's like the Baddies is starting to give these girls high anxiety. She just does not seem like herself to me. Am I the only one that peeped that? Like, she seems like not like jovial, like she just seems like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. I noticed that the first episode and then this episode too. The girls are getting baddie PTSD, okay? So then next thing you know, K Rican ends up joining or whatever. And by the way, that red hair on K Rican, when she had that blue top, that's it right there. K Rican looked really good. She looked refreshed. Okay, I don't know if she just had a weekend getaway. For the girls that know what I'm talking about. Okay, if y'all don't know, K Rican be checking herself out in jail during the weekends. I didn't even know that was the thing, child, that you could just check in and out, child. I guess to cut down on days that she needs to serve. I don't know if that's why she disappears later on in the season, but we'll find out. Okay, so she comes in, she looks really good, and then she's like, you know what, like, here, Natalie, what's the? I ain't finna do all that. I'm a real happy bitch, cause y'all know me, right? Like, Founder, you know me. I don't really like you like that. You a cop, but you know me, like, Con Killer, you my girl, but like, I don't really fuck with Founder. But anyway, like, I'm a real bitch, so I'm gonna take accountability. You feel me? I'm gonna take accountability. You feel me? Like, I shouldn't have went on the internet. I don't do the internet stuff. Like, I shouldn't have went on the internet. You feel me? But I feel like y'all really had my back, so that really hurt my feelings. Like, I'm just keeping it a butt. That hurt my feelings. Okay. I agree with what K Rican said. Like, once again, I don't think they couldn't even have to like jump her. But Tinker, to me, if her father, Co-Killer father was like, hey, stop, okay, you whooping on her, stop. I feel like Tinker would have been like, yeah, your homegirl's telling me to chill on y'all, chill. That's the most they could have did. They didn't even do that. That's where it's kind of like, come on now. Like, y'all really did not have that girl back. Y'all left her for dead. You left my child for dead. You left my child for dead. Like Mama D said. Like, y'all left her baddie for dead. Okay? That's just how I feel. All right? And not even that, too. The way Father was acting in this conversation, I didn't really like it. Like, she was just like, in her confessional, she's like, oh, yeah, that's a real bitch. Yeah, like, take accountability. And I'm like, okay, girl, like, not too much. And she's like, oh, you went to the internet like 3 times. I get going to the internet thing, which I do agree with that. I do feel like you shouldn't like run to the internet with stuff like that. But I do feel like she was so hurt to the point where it's like she was in shock because she thought, you know, the girls was going to at least try to separate what was going on. Okay. And to me, the reason why I'm even more so on K Rican's side, because in this same episode, as Fauna's squabbling with Tavy, Co-Killer jumps in. So I'm like, why are y'all even still jumping in when y'all say y'all don't be jumping in for each other like that, when y'all be jumping in and all that? And I know they planned on jumping Tavy at the reunion, but it's sort of like, I don't know. Like, that just rubbed me the wrong way when I seen it, because I'm like, y'all just, man, I guess. But it was good to see them make up. Not all of them have to fight after every little situation, and it wasn't that big of a to-do. And child, to be honest, at least you're not like Biggie. At least your friend didn't dap up the person who socked the hell out of you. Now, that would have been really bad. But y'all don't see it like that, though. It's always Biggie. She's cool with Lex. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all see it. But God forbid, after Tavy has socked the hell out of K Rican and squabbled her up just because Fana and Tavy, they're not friends, but they're cordial or cool, right? That would have been, oh my God, she's so fake. So be grateful about that, K Rican. Okay, at least they weren't bad enough to dap up your bestie. I mean, to dap up the person who socked you. Now back to the cabaret girls, okay? Kanai walks in looking like Panay from Proud Family, okay? Family, we baddies. Baddie family, we get to the money. We run all our things. We family, Baddie's family. Squabble up. Okay? So she comes in, she looking like Panay with her fur. She come in, she walk in or whatever. And she stand there, she like, what's up? She put something down. It did look like she was getting ready to squabble. I will agree with that, with what Amber said, right? So she puts her stuff down or whatever. And then Meek is basically telling her, like, like, I'm not gonna lie, Kanaya, we need to all stick together, you feel me? Because it's like, what we trying to do? What you trying to do? That's what Neek kept saying the whole episode. What you trying to do? B, what you trying to do? So can I and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really trust y'all because me and you need like what we got going on right now, like what we got going on. Okay. Neek, but I never was shady to ye. I never was shady to you. We good though, right? But I never threw shade to you. I do feel like when it comes to Neek and Kanaya, they were pinning them against each other. And I do feel like Neek was a little threatened by Kanaya. If we're gonna be honest. Like I feel like because Jocelyn kept pinning them against each other and the girls kept recognizing Kanaya as like the new Neek or a good dancer, it did make her a little intimidated, if we're gonna be honest. So I do feel like she was a little intimidated by her. Plus, what happened at that reunion? You can't expect to tell somebody, "Oh, I checked you," and you be okay with it. Like, come on, now, Neek. You know damn well she was just gonna be like, "Yeah, you checked me," and no, she gonna feel away about you saying you checked her. Like, come on. Like, not all the girls have to be friends, but I do get what Neek is trying to do because when the season was starting to film, it did give like cabaret girls versus the baddies. Like it did kind of give that, like we were gonna get like a Royal Rumble between the two shows. So it's kind of like, she was trying to do like a preemptive strike to make sure that doesn't happen. So boom, here comes Egypt, aka like Johnson said, Ugger. Ugger, like, I don't like you. I never liked you. I never liked you. So the history, the backstory between them, since Zeus doesn't care to explain, Chinks, who fought Egypt, is best friends with Kanaya. I'm talking about bestie boos. We know this though from watching Cabaret, so y'all should be at least a little familiar. So they're like bestie boos now. Y'all know Egypt hates Chinks. Also, when the season was airing, Egypt would go live, do a little do recaps and stuff, and she would say little stuff about Kanaya. So that's what she was referring to when she mentions the TikTok. Okay, that's what she mentions when she said that. So Egypt's like, she was like, I don't like it, whatever, but what did I say about you? What did I say about you? And I'm like, girl, you tell us. You the one who you just said you don't like her. You need to tell us what you said. How are we supposed to find out? The fuck? So next thing you know, Egypt start going at Kanaya. Kanaya gonna talk about, get her away from me. Listen, Kanaya, this is not the cabaret. What you think was gonna happen? I couldn't believe she said that. I said, girl, swing. Doc. Run. You know what I'm saying? Kick. Like something, girl. Talking about, get away from me. Like, that damn Kanaya thought she was London Tipton. This was the sweet life, girl. Mr. Mosby not gonna help you, babe. You gonna have to run that fade. Okay? So Egypt started coming at her. Y'all know how Egypt do. She real mannish with it. She just started swinging on her. Kanaya's trying to do something, but she was getting her. So the second round, here comes Kanaya. She starts swinging the wig. She like, what's up? What's up? And I'm like, oh my God, Kanaya, put the wig down. It's the wig with your arms, babe. She is coming for you. It is not good. Child, they went and they squabbled everywhere. I'm talking about they squabbled on top of the stage. They squabbled next to the booth. They squabbled in the booth. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about that Kanaya, she got hard. That's one thing you can never take away from her. Okay, even though Egypt was getting her left or right, Kanaya was trying to do something worth of something. Egypt, why did you just sit up here and lie? Talking about this the first time a girl has ever run from me. I never had to chase somebody. Please, that Chinks was running for her life. Did you see her? Chinks was running like her life depended on it when she hit that corner. For the girls that watch Cabaret, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when they was in that mansion and they had that little bikini party, man, that Chinks was running for her life, girl, and you was out here cornering her. She didn't know what to do. So you did have this, not the first girl that ran. Her best friend ran Chinks. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of cool off from that. Here come Neek again. So like Kanaya, like we gonna try to stick it together. What you trying to do? What you trying to do? Okay, so Kanaya's like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust y'all because it's like I just don't trust y'all. Here come Amber. You don't know me to trust me, please. Okay. So then after Amber, after she thinks about it, she like, okay, cool, we're gonna have each other back or whatever. But you could tell Egypt still really wasn't messing with her like that. But when they say have each other back, I just feel like they kind of come to an agreement that if they're getting jumped, the other cabaret girls are gonna jump in. So after that happens, we end up seeing Amber and Wet make up or whatever. Amber's like, come here. Like, Amber irritated me. Like, that really irritated me. Her socking on Wet like that. Like, that's so tired and through. It's not even funny. Which, by the way, Egypt, were you trying to scalp Kanaya because you're bald? I really want that answer. Like, were you really trying to scalp her because you lack hair? That's very hateful of you. From somebody with a transplant, it's just things like that hits a nerve. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody's hair. Ooh. Ooh. So, y'all, it's time for the baddie rehearsals, okay? So we all see all the girls at this big stage type rehearsal space. And we get introduced to some of the, of course, some of the OG baddies coming back. One of them, of course, being Tinka. Tink what? Tink who? Biz Tink do. Okay, Tinka and her butt, y'all, is back for another season. Okay, and this time her butt got a raise. You feel me? Like, her butt got some new pants. You feel me? Some money. And this time even a wig. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tinker butt, y'all, she coming for that heavy hitter spot. So also we get introduced to Persuasion. Persuasion looked really good. Persuasion had like this top in the confessional. She looked really good. Like, that weight change that she did, because y'all remember she was super skinny with like the BBL, but now she's like thicker with it. Now she came in more oiled up than a butterball turkey. I'm talking greased. I said, oh my God. You get what I'm saying? The was shinier than a Lamborghini. I said, oh my God. She come walking in just greased up. Mind you, all the girls are standing there. It was the funniest thing to see, like, this big wide shot, and all you see is all the baddies standing there, like, and then you see a zoom out, you see Ciroc, like, baddies is becoming too much, y'all. I was like, what is going on? Like, it's too many bitches all up in one room, and they just standing there just waiting for a fade. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the funniest was just Ciroc, y'all. You just see Ciroc like this. With Tommy. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. That scene, that part, let me know if y'all caught that part, because that was hilarious to me. So Natalie leaves Rolly in charge. I'm like, Natalie, you did not learn your lesson last season, because we know what happened last time Rolly was left in charge. Summer took over and did what the hell she wants. She doing what she wants. It's a pickup in the truck and a pickup in the back. I pick her in the truck and I pick her in the back and I pick her and I pick her. You feel me? Like, you know, Summer was doing what she wanted. So she's telling her, she's just like, you know what? Like, all the girls are performing like 5-6 songs each. No, they're gonna perform like one song a group. Okay. Y'all know this concert's for me, right? Exactly. Thank you. I'm going to perform at Coachella. I'll be back. So you guys get it together, okay? And here comes Pressure in the back. She's trying to sneak off. That damn Pressure this season is like the fox from Dora the Explorer. She's swiping. She's swiping over. And Rolly's like, get away from me. We was just standing by each other. And now you trying to fake me? This is crazy. And she like, yeah, I'm trying to get you. Hey, and what? Yeah, I'm trying to get you. So Pressure's just like on it with her or whatever. Next thing you know, we end up seeing Persuasion yelling across the room, because Persuasion had beef with Pressure, y'all, because Pressure has been trolling Persuasion and Rolly. So the beef with both of them, Pressure was trying to get on the show, and she was trolling Rolly a lot. She was calling her all types of big ass and how somebody needs to whoop her big ass and all that. And then same with Persuasion. She was getting on Persuasion too, calling out Persuasion for a bunch of stuff online. So a lot of what Pressure's beefs is with a lot of trolling. Some of the other stuff, though, is a lot deeper from Now That's TV. So that's where Pressure comes in with all of this. So during the rehearsal, we end up seeing Amber walking by and Wet whispering to Kanai. She like, I'm not helping that motherfucking bitch. I'm not helping that bitch. Okay? So Amber's like, damn, Wet, you always talk about me. Stop talking about me. I just walked past you. I hear you talking about Amber. Not gonna lie, that was funny. Wet, I do get you not being the best fighter, but you cannot be talking about her and be poking at her and then be mad when she sock you. You know what I'm saying? What bothers me with Amber though is when she be starting with wet is what irritates me. If you gonna talk crap, at least be smart enough to be quiet enough for the bitch not to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, man, Amber started yelling at her. She like, this why I keep whooping on you, because you refuse to listen. You refuse to stop talking about me. So then she started stalking her. She boop, 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 boop. So then next thing you know, all of a sudden, Amber wasn't feeling well. All of a sudden, her stomach was hurting. All of a sudden, she was throwing up. I think that sickness is called tzatziki. That's what it gave to me. I think she realized, ooh, Tashiki's there and I may have to run a fade. Okay, now I don't know if this was before she said stuff about Tashiki online, but I feel like because she knows she had other fades a la ET as well, she was not ready to finish it off that day. She wanted to save it for a later time. So wet was an easy punching bag. That's what it gave to me. Because all of a sudden your stomach hurt, you got the flu and all that. Like, that was just random. But hey, you gotta love wet with that blue hair. Wet's gonna always give us like a good key. Like that blue bob is the funniest thing ever. So as she's like doing that or whatever, here comes Ciroc. She ends up getting into it with Tavy Baby or whatever. Now Ciroc to me, like, if she was there from the beginning, I feel like she would have been a problem. I'm talking about like fighting wise, because yeah, okay. I'm just saying. So then Tavy ends up getting into it with Fauna, right? And then that's when Kokilla like jumped in and stuff. This is the stuff that I feel like K-Rika with is fun away about, because y'all have each other back like this, but when it come to me, y'all leave me up for grabs. And y'all can't say, oh, but Tinka is a heavy hitter. No, they fought Tinka individually, each of them. So them jumping her should be nothing. Mind y'all, the whole time, DTB's performing Line It Up. Line that up. Oh, you think you tough? Oh, you could line that up. She performing Line It Up like nothing is going on. All of them fading in the background. She performing Line It Up, right? So then here comes Tinka. Tinka ends up fighting Cold Killer. Y'all, didn't I tell y'all Tinka swing from her butt? Like, there was one swing. I think I know which swing gave her that orbital fracture. I think that's what it's called. Because Cold Killer has this fracture to where her face is like screwed. It was the one that second round with what's her name? I forgot her name. When Tinka went boom and she did like a side, man, that came all the way from her butt. When I tell y'all, she literally, like, she took that force from her left cheek and went and socked her. That's where that came from. That's where that fracture came from. I couldn't know what he say. Because apparently Tinka was going to try to get Camila. We see Camila walk by. She's like, I'm grown. I'm grown. What I look like fight with these dusty bitches? I'm grown. Here's the thing with Camila. The ship to me, when it comes to her being on Baddies, Camila has been a house of villains. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is a major cable network type show. After that, it shouldn't have been no baddie return. No shade. The BGC thing last season was cute because it was just a little appearance. Say hi, cute. You feel me? Like, BGC forever. But after that, the money ain't even worth it. Like, it is what it is. Because it's like y'all can't expect these girls to be fighters all their life. Like, she's a home mom now. No. And to be honest, she really shouldn't have said yes if she wasn't coming on that type of timing, because it's like, now Baddies has become a fight club and you're walking into the fight club with all that stuff that you be saying on Twitter. Now, I do agree with a lot of the stuff she says on Twitter. Big Lex, you did look like George Washington. You know what I'm saying? It did give presidential. You feel me? Like, it did give you belong on $1 bill or $100 bill, $5 bill, whatever president you want to be. You feel me? Like, it doesn't matter. You did look like her. But Camila did say some other things besides the presidential type stuff, right? So here come Lex. Just on my intro sheet. So I'm like, oh my God, here she go with the ET fingers. It's a wrap. Before that ends up cracking off, we end up seeing Persuasion versus Pressure, y'all. And Persuasion at this point is greased up, y'all. She's ready. Now, there's rumors that there were mace on her fingers. I don't know if I believe it or not, because the way her impression was fine, they were playing patty cake. That was grown patty cake. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it gave a little bit. Okay. And Precious so funny. After getting into it with Persuasion, she like, I socked you, babes. I bought you again, babes. What are you gonna do, babes? You know what I'm saying? Like, she never cared. That's one thing about her. She never cared. So E.T. finds her way to get her lick back on Camila. Okay. Their beef has to do with something that happened a little bit ago. Apparently, this would have something to do with Isaiah and then the mall situation, and also her talking about ET on the internet. Because if y'all don't remember, around the whole Baddies E situation, Camila was supposed to get into it with ET, but of course, Camila ended up leaving, you know, to work her shift as a mechanic. So, I'm so childish. But no, y'all remember when she had the little mechanic jumpsuit, but they were getting into it leading up to the reunion because they felt like people felt like Camila didn't say what she was thinking about ET, like, to her face, but she was saying in confessional stuff like that. So they were getting into it on the internet and stuff like that. But Camila left to do her mechanic gig, so she didn't end up getting into it ET. Plus, Camila even had beef with Isaiah because they had some running at the mall or something to that effect. So it's really South Central type beef. So Camila, though, copped a little bit of plea. We're mothers. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. We're all beautiful mothers. It's Mother's Day in May. I'm like, Camila, now you did all our wolfing on Twitter and talking all this hot stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now mom's the word. And y'all probably say, Pierre, you be talking crap a lot too, but the difference is I ain't on these shows. No shit. I'm not trying to be a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a Zeus girl. I'm fine where I'm at. Like, yeah, okay. That's the difference. And not even that. Some of the people that be doing what I do, they don't even show their face. At least I'm bold enough to show what I look like. So Lex confronts Camila. She's like, what you gotta say now? Yeah. What about now? Yeah. Huh? Okay, mouth wide as open, another mother. Okay. Lips wide open. And then Camila's like, you're not finna talk me down. I'm gonna still say what I want. I'm gonna still say like, what? What? So they end up getting into it, whatever. They in the corner, they start getting into it. Boop, boop, boop. Lex got Camila, but to me, it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be from what the girls were saying. Okay. And also, if we're gonna talk about BGC girls and all that, the one BGC girl I feel like that could take down Lex is Rocky. Rocky's tall, she brolic. Y'all remember when Rocky was a full lesbian at one point? Don't ever forget. She was Big Lex before there was a Big Lex, if we're gonna keep it a buck. And then she's a straight Trumpy. But guess what? I know she got that fire up in her still. I know that's right. The way Rocky used to be socking hoes left and right, I think she could get Big Lex. Because y'all gotta think, when it comes to measurements, they equate. They're both tall, they both got big feet. Both are athletic. Literally, Rocky could have won both seasons of All-Star Battle. The first season, to be honest, she didn't win because her dad passed away. The second season, she took Sarah and Tiana and them to the end, and they snaked her out and all that. But if we're gonna be honest, if she had her way both seasons, she could have won both seasons. The girl was athletic, just like Lex. That's who could see Big Lex. Natalie, get on it. She said she wanted to do Baddies, and she said she don't like Big Legs. So if y'all want, somebody to take down the heavy hitter, that's who could take down, to me, the heavy hitter. It's her. Okay, Camila walked away, ponytail over her face. She like, you feel me? Like, meanwhile, before that happened, Fauna ends up getting into it with Tinka. So as she's getting into it with Tinka, whatever, and Tinka was winning for the most part, but that second round, it looked like she was about to take the W. To be honest, she ends up taking her wig, y'all, and put it right in her butt. I said, "Oh my God, child, they ain't want the wig back." You know what I'm saying? The wig got butt crack on it. You know, like, that's crazy, Tinka. Like, there's so much toilet paper available, but y'all gotta understand, Tinka's butt, she can't use Bounty. she can't use Charmin. She has to be able to use other types of fabric. So she has to resort to hair because that's the only material that's tough enough to get in between that crutch. So for that, y'all can't be mad at her. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this episode. Once again, I really hope and wish that we give us more backstory, especially when it comes to the confessionals, because some of y'all know what y'all watch. Okay, let me know what y'all think, and we are babies. Bye.